My name is Michael. I'm from AMAC Foundation, co-lead for the AMAC Foundation Veteran Outreach Program. And what we want to do today is talk just a little bit about us and mostly about Team Room, a program from Check-A-Vet run by Michael Carmichael. AMAC Foundation provides education and education and information to seniors and veterans, especially in this case, veterans, to improve well-being. To build a sense of community. And to that end, and I don't want to understate this, Check-A-Vet has a fantastic program called Team Room. It's a social program to help veterans commune with each other and build a community. And Michael, I'd really like to hear about your program, sir.
Hey, Mike, thank you so much. And thank you to the foundation. Thank you, AMAC, and this Veteran Outreach Program. I'm a humble contributor. I'm always blown away that you guys keep calling me to come back for more. Super excited when you were given a little bit of time in your weekly to put together such an amazing program for mass consumption. So let's talk a little bit about Check-A-Vet for a second. Check-A-Vet is preventing veteran suicide by educating the base of support that veterans in America have. Tired of seeing people say nobody saw the suicide coming. So we put together lots of information based on suicide risk factors, warning signs, and symptoms of veterans in crisis. So, but with that, we need more than that. We need more than just the mission statement and what we want everybody to do. So we came up with the idea to build a program, and we call it Team Room. Team Room is about getting veterans back together. How do we prevent suicide? By meaningful and by routine connection to other people. Okay. In this case, we're talking about the veterans in our lives. So I used what worked for me in our approach, and that is, as I was absent when I transitioned out of the service, and my neighbors noticed I was absent because I was in a dark spot, they started coming around and checking in on me. So that's how difficult Check-A-Vet's mission is. Please, everybody, go check in on your veterans. And as we talk about Team Room, this is a veteran, and we've also included first responders to be available to join, because in all of our discussions that led up to this point, we found that we're of the same cloth, and we've all suffered in-kind injuries that aren't on the outside. Some of these injuries are on the inside. So again, super humble that AMAC and the FVOP have donated so much time and given us Mike, or we like to call him Cactus. I don't know why. Maybe the round part on top. But so there you go. Let's get started into what is Team Room and how we're going to do it.
I like it. So Team Room is obviously an event. We're going to hold the first event in Claremont, Florida. But if we were going to put this in a nutshell, what is a Team Room event? What does it look like? What are the basic agenda?
So we want there to be few enough people that it's still an intimate setting, but we need there to be enough people that we'll always have somebody showing up for the event. So the first thing that we did was we tried to structure what the event Team Room, how it's organized. So we wanted a weekly event, and our target number for like the perfect amount in a team is about 12 people. We figured many more than that, and we don't want to have people kind of getting lost in the crowd, but fewer than that, and we won't be able to have that meaningful and routine connection with a group of people.
In this paradigm, when we have 10 or 12 folks get together, it's meant to be a small group. And in this paradigm, we're going to sit down, perhaps over a cup of coffee. We're just going to converse. We're going to build a sense of friendship and community and camaraderie. I think that's where you were going with that, right, Michael?
It does need to be about that camaraderie that we had during the time that we were in, and why are we doing this? Are we building something that's already out there? I really don't think so. The way that we've come together, and we're building the building blocks for larger connection that is across a community. If you can envision 20 or 30 individual team room meetings going on, well, how about quarterly or annually? We all get together as a group and come together and show that community the value added that the veterans are bringing to business, to politics, to healthcare, and most importantly, to the investment in veterans by that community.
So in these conversations, and I can attest, and Michael, maybe you can talk just a little bit about it. I want to say, sometimes you can say things, you can have conversations with fellow veterans, maybe fellow first responders, that you just have difficulty saying with somebody else. And we've had this phone call, Michael, where I was able to talk to you a little bit about, my challenges. And it's cathartic. It's good to get that out, and to do it over a cup of coffee with, fellow service members, fellow people who have lived your story, makes it a little easier. I think maybe that's where we're going. Some of the content of these team rooms, though, it's not just sitting down and having a conversation. That's not the only thing on the menu. What else we got going there, Michael?
So that's right. Team Room, the full program, is actually modeled after Alcoholics Anonymous. And in that, it's a programmed meeting. So we will get to the point where the members of the group become more comfortable with each other. And this is one of the things that we really concentrated on in the development of the program. And that's, we're not going to jump in and just start talking about veteran suicide. That's not what it's about. Mike teed it up perfectly when he talked about well-being and community. By focusing on the community around our veterans, we can actually improve their personal well-being, and thereby making them a lot less likely to succumb to risks or the actual suicide itself. So it is a programmed event, and there will be eventually suicide prevention, either support, like honest sharing, like let me share with you my story, because that makes you about 1 million times more likely to share your story with me. And that's really what it's about. And it's about listening and knowing that these groups of people having similar, having been exposed to similar things in their lives, can help you with what you've been exposed to in your life. And that's just through honest communication.
So our first real team room event is happening on the 20th of June at 10 o'clock in Claremont, Florida. Anyone who's on the call or seeing this call that's heard about it is welcome to attend. I would like to share with you a handout on that event. Let me just click share and see what happens. So that should have just shared with everybody, so you can download the flyer yourself. So how did this flyer come about, right? Well, first we decided on a place to hold the event, communicated with the owners, found a way to advertise it. In this case, so AMAC Foundation provided a lot of the advertising, and then we decided on a person to kind of introduce the team room to anyone who attends. This person is kind of like a team room lead. Michael, what are we looking for in team room leads if they want to hold one of these events in their own area?
Man, one, it's capacity. Volunteering meaningfully in any organization is going to take some of your time. But beyond capacity, we thought that the most important thing that these organizers had to do was, one, be a veteran. Veteran, and there's also a discussion about first responders being organizers as well. But this is a veteran meeting. We are including first responders. So one, you got to be a veteran. Two, you have to pass a background. It's the same as if you were applying for a job. We're not going to be overly obtrusive in any of the questions that we ask. It's, in fact, we're hiring we're hiring a background investigation that does these things just for companies for employment. So standard background investigation, just so that we make sure that we're getting quality people who want to be doing this for the right reasons. And then three, man, they have to have the energy and charisma to start attracting people who want to be a part of this. And as we went through the marketing development in this program, we really came up with a lot of creative ways to reach out to people and bring them into the fold and get started with a coffee meeting that's more than just a couple of people. So hopefully our organizers have those qualities.
Indeed. And, to ensure the safety of our attendees and the safety of our organizers, we have to make sure that everyone has a beneficial experience with Team Room. So if you want to find out more about Team Room, here's some things. Here's some links that you may want to have. You can reach out to the AMAC Foundation. If you Google it, it just comes up. It's one of the first things that's there. Reach out to Michael Carmichael at Check-A-Vet. Check-A-Vet. You can Google that too. It should come right up. And we'll include the links in the show notes. But Check-A-Vet is where you want to go. Take a look at this program. Take a look at Michael's program to prevent veteran suicide. Such a big deal. And at that point, I invite you, when Team Room comes around to your area, maybe you want to lead it, participate. Build a little sense of community with the veterans around you. We can hold each other up and be there for each other, that camaraderie that we had when we were on active duty. I want to say just one comment about first responders. A lot of first responders are veterans. So there's a community there to touch and reach out to that have the same experience. And in addition, some of our first responders that are not necessarily veterans have definitely seen the same kinds of things, the same base of experience, the same common reference in conversation. That's pretty much, what I want to share about Team Room, Check-A-Vet, AMAC Foundation. I encourage you to look at these things up. Michael, do you have anything else to say in closing?
Yeah. Hey, let's put out an email address. If you would like to be an organizer, please email Check-A-Vet at info@checkavet.org. info@checkavet.org. We need people to take the next step. So we've built it. Now we hope you'll come. Reach out to a local coffee shop or deli or the likes. We have lots of ideas on other venues that you can use, and help us to help you in your community by actually starting your own Team Room. And that starts with the email or a download from AMAC. And one last time, it's info@checkavet.org, and we'll set you up to be your own organizer.
I think our admin's going to add that email address momentarily. Just a quick recap, in the chat section, you can find all the links that we've talked about and use them for yourself. You're invited. Michael, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it.
Oh, Michael, thank you. And thank you for all the work that you put into this. Thank you to AMAC and the FVOP and all of its amazing contributors.